Is this for Alphinaud? Yes. Your face is unknown to me. What business have you at my rookery? Huh. Signed by the Exarch, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an amaro for passage to Colusia. I will pick you out a friendly whelp. An amaro, you say? That's right. Mounts like my gray friend over there are a common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from a further afield, more accustomed to chocobos, perchance? I hear there are a few places where they ride little else. Seeing as you're plainly unaccustomed to riding amaro, I think it's best I accompany you on this flight myself. Any Zun worthy of the name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me. Ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro launch. One of the junior tamers will tend to you while I ready the mounts. Alright. Cool.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath.
Whoa.
At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air.
Whoa, the crystal!
And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Oh. Norvant, Colusia. Wow. We are arrived. This is Cracked Shell Beach, on the eastern coast of Colusia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sin Eater attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. Oh, interesting. Okay. Spy you that city in the distance? That is Ysayeau, the island's main settlement. Ah. It rivals the Castellarium in scale, and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. But I guess after the flood, it kinda... they didn't want to help out anymore, I guess. For years, the Ysayeauian elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection, if we bend the knee. Ugh. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. The Castellarium is among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationship with Ysayeau is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city. Oh, okay, I got you. This is your first time in the tavern? It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What will you be having? Yeah, sure, ale. A fine choice. And what you'll be paying with? Well now, those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like that? I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity, and I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbors, so we'll just have to come to some other arrangement. Ah, here's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to a bit of extermination work? I want you to squash any vermin you find, then visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on the job. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring, like as not. Do that for me, and you can laze about here as long as you like. Nice. Oh my god. Hardcore rock and roll. Oh my gosh. Open the door, old man! You hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. Oh my god. No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been... Oh, they haven't been for some time. They gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor, suggests rats have taken up the residence in their absence. Okay. Oh. That's interesting. Hey, the guy you wanted me to check on is gone. Gone? Huh. Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. In Gate Town, outside Yolmore? You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And here I was, thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the house. Thanks.
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Is it? It's Alphinaud!
'Tis good to see you, my friend.
Oh my god!
The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alphinaud, you really are a dear.
Oh.
Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
Can we hug? Please?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Ysayeau.
Yeah. I cannot imagine the people who played this when it came out waiting so long just to hear from Alphinaud. The rest of the Scions as well, you know? That's insane.
It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
Me? I was more worried about you.
Huh. Alisae said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
Yeah, obviously. I'm gonna tell you everything. Everything!
I see. Both the Exarch and Alisae told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable.
Mm-hmm.
And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change.
Yep.
But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity.
Okay, I got you.
Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire.
Oh shit! Oh!
Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose.
Yeah!
Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more.
Yeah, and now they're gonna make a new one.
Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means.
Mm-hmm.
And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion.
Oh, already? I mean, I guess you guys been here way longer, so... Alright, tell me everything.
I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail.
Okay.
But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course.
Yeah, like the one that we saw when it ate that guy with the ring.
They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered. That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
I got you.
And so we take to the road once more.
Yeah. Just like old times. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, we may be lucky enough to see why I have yet set foot in Ysayeau, despite my best efforts to do so. Calusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar? I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No! Get away from me! What? Over there! Quickly! Someone's in trouble! Oh! Thank the fates! Look out! I got you! I'll save you! You okay? My poor heart. Thank you, young miss. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings. But I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you alright, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what it was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left for me to hear. And I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Yulmore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies will welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate, it has to be safer than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now, I'm sure a strapping lass like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. 'Tis as the lady says. Many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Ysayeau's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? A brief history then. 'Twas not long after the flood swallowed the better part of the world that the Sin Eaters first appeared. Some beastly, some bodacious. Yet regardless of their form, all seem incapable of speech, and all are driven by the same insatiable appetite for mortal ether. They are predators, and we are their prey. Calusia suffers from far fewer attacks than most regions, but even so, the list of the Sin Eater's victims grows longer by the day. A tragedy without end. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. You can see how much Alphinaud's changed. I feel like he's seen a lot of stuff. Whoa.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Ysayeau itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
Oh.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
Hello.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
Huh?
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
Oh, Alphinaud.
What? I was only making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
What? Time for me to escape!
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all! Ysayeau extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours
Oh
to
my
enjoy.
God.
Even on days when fish is not on the menu.
Oh my god.
Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
Fish, is it?
Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Ysayeau was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame.
I see.
It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Ysayeau's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
I see.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, Join us in a city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
Oh, this is kind of fucked up. And they cheer for her. Oh.
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident.
Oh. Food to eat so that they can stay.
For you.
Ah, at last!
Enjoy.
Thank goodness.
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems...
Fucked up?
well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah. What are you looking at? Huh? Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via a contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been placed for the past 2 decades, ever since Yulmore's current ruler came into power. Yet from what I've seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I've tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. You disapprove these people's way of life? Disapprove? It frustrates me, certainly. That is only part of it, though. The whole situation makes me uneasy. Not that it matters. However unjust this system seems to me, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forgo Yulmore's largesse are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gatetown, and so hamlets and fields across the land are left empty and untended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced that Yulmore's generosity truly serves the best interests of Calusia's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all this. Yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of the hardworking villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of the capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Yulmore's gates. 'Tis fortunate that you arrived when you did, Nemu. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come into fruition. There is a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island. The Ondo, they are called. Though you and I both know them as Sahagin. Oh! Oh! Like the Sahagin that worships Leviathan? For the most part. They keep to themselves in their ocean grottos, and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Tataro took such great pains to impress me upon our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of the land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular. And when I offered to procure such goods for them, They promised to pay me in pearls. And an attractive business venture for any prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Yomorian lord would have time for a merchant who makes pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. He's finally learned, guys! My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet them on the shore. Might you help me with the exchange? I got you. Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first then. We must pay a visit to Mosha Moa, my supplier in the right. Come, it is just to the northwest of here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Good day to you, Mosha Moa. This is my associate, Nemu. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Eh? I loaded your lackey up with goods not long ago. Ah, fuck! You! I found you, you little fucker. Hey.
There you are.
Yeah, thief.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city.
Why?
I've no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear, must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave.
Oh.
Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmorans' interest.
Oh. Alphinaud. Dude, you were way too kind.
You'll give me your place. Just like that.
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
All right. Repay us! One day!
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shear, it was the difference between life and death.
That's true.
I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best.
Same.
We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
I think that you did the best that you could. That's not who you are.
I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft heartedness.
Same old Alphinaud, ever the slave to sentiment.
Yeah, he would say that.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending.
Yeah, okay.
Shall we return to Wright then?
Okay.
Is that?
What? What?
I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
Oh.
Come on, they may need our help.
Okay. That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Mercy. Mercy, I beg you. What? Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. The poor man is shivering. Pray keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever going to repay this kindness? We'll settle for this tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristal. I was invited to Ysayeau to work as an artist. Oh. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me onto the street. Oh, what the fuck? What? They kicked you out because they don't like your art style? Oh my god. I was left penniless and patronless. A grave sin in my Lord Vaughtry's city. Within days, they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over to the balustrade into the goddamn ocean. Oh my god! From up there? How were you not dashed into pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. And the citizens condone such barbaric punishment? Oh, without a second thought. When Lord Vaughtry passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Ysayeau, his word is law. Okay, I totally thought that it was like, yeah, sure, this is a way for the people to live, to survive, you know, but now hearing that going on inside the city, oh my god. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's my favorite paintbrush. The Ysayeau and elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. If I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. Are you certain? This is your livelihood. We cannot deprive you of such treasured possession. I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I can't. I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. Oh, dude. That's so unfortunate. Oh. Here they come. Oh, them again. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What What a day it's been for folks at our door. We've welcomed a peddler who made pearls from a plum, and now we've a place for a painter of a plum. So come along and don't be slow. It's time to let your colors show. I can paint. Portraits, at least. Landscapes and still lifes are so rarely commissioned these days. Oh-ho! I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel at ease around the easel. Ugh. What proof have your prowess? Any masterpieces on your person? Sadly not. Everything I paint is soon sold. Such is the life of the working artist. I have only my brush to testify for me, though you will note that it has been no small amount of service. Aha! Ho ho! Flecks of paint, both old and new. A tool much loved and much used. Not a prop to be conjured on the hop. Very well. Come with us, and we'll put those talents to the test. And who's this hanger-on? Well-wisher or parasite? Why, this is my assistant. She whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will go with her or not at all. Parasite, then. We shall leave her fate in the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And having filed our latest vacant space, we retire to Ysayeau's sweet embrace. Oh no, they're so eager. Oh, mercy me, the mule! We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token. We must empty the sacks ere we make our way back. Whoa!
Redemption is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once whoa! Only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days.
Oh my god! Wow, I saw a strip club. Welcome to Ysayeau, fortunate friends. May I have your names? I am Alphinaud, an artist, and this is Nemu, my assistant. Ah yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Ysayeau are divided into two classes. They are the free, who are blessed with the favor of Lord Vautry, and the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you were chosen. In your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as general laborer. I see. And might you tell us something of the patron we are to serve? The two patrons, actually. Chainuz and Dula Chai, a mystical couple whom most refer to as the Chais. They are both gentle souls, but I would ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility, for your own sake as much as theirs, okay? What have we here? Alphinaud, artist. Nemu, artist's assistant. To be employed in the service of Lord Chainuz and Lady Dula Chai. Yes, everything seems to be in working order. Your registration is hereby approved. I think it's best that we deliver you to the Chai residence before... dear. You smell hideous! What, Alphinaud? Did you crawl here through a ditch? It's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat in the musk of some unwashed beast. Oh, that's probably me. Oh, you showered and dressed already, have you? It is not... that is to say... it seems rather exposed for one's ebullitions, does it not? Hurry up and shower, Stinky. Fine. Just a quick rinse then. Does he not like to shower? According to the message engraved on the base, special permission is required to use this aetheryte. You can't even attune it. That's weird. Oh. What the fuck? Fat cat!
Oh, who's this then?
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I am given to understand you were in search of an artist.
Ah, you must be the new,
Oh, goodness me. What an adorable boy. That silken hair, those pearly cheeks. Oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers.
Oh my god.
I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he will paint us the most delightful pictures.
yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Oh my god.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to Yulmore.
Alphinaud, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
Bruh, the way you're acting.
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges.
Yes.
Resolved to prevail together or not at all. Of all people, 'tis she who best understands my work. With her unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations. Once the picture is begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than her being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city she has so longed to see? Out of gratitude for her priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on her behalf.
Oh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have her wish. She shall be free to roam to her heart's content.
Thanks.
Isn't that right, darling?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
Now you have the opportunity to experience Yulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city, top to bottom. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, mayhap. Such places are usually filled with colorful characters, only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. I should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. Oh my god! Wicked White, that was too close! Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown over on the edge. but luckily it caught on something. I thought if I could just stretch out far enough. You risked your life for a scrap of cloth? It's not a scrap of cloth. Not if it belongs to her. I would risk my life and more to spare my mistress but a single moment of sadness. When I first came to Ysayeau, I only thought of improving my lot in life. But there was so much more to the city than wealth and plenty. There's no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has been ever so kind to me, and I can think of no other place in Alisae where I could possibly be happier. What? Oh my! Oh my! Why don't we play some cards to set your easy? 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip 1 yours over, and I flip 2 of mine. Oh no. No! Now what's your call? Will your total be higher or lower than mine? I call... high. No! Fuck. No! What is this game? Oh, he likes cat girls too, huh? So, what is it that you wanted to ask me? Ah yes, something about our fair city. Well, I can tell you it wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Yomorian army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin Eaters. Things changed for us, about 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got his way with the Eaters, you see. Turns them docile as house cats. Oh, you returned from your jaunt around the city? So soon? You needn't have hurried back. Young Alphinaud has yet but to brush to canvas. One cannot rush good art, I'm told. Or good artists, apparently. Ah, finally. Yo. I put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory? Oh, goodness gracious me! That last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. You truly are a handsome boy. However am I to decide? I don't recall this part of the artistic process. Exactly. The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... Well, I'd not... That is to say, as long as you... Ugh. Just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We know who'll be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick up some jewelry next? Oh my god. Lady Chai has a particular sense of beauty. And apparently that extends to how I should dress while painting. But this obsession of hers works in our favor. The time I spent indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. Okay. For the excursion, I'd like you to delve into the layer below us and sniff about military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. What's wrong? You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me? Please, I need your help. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm no use to him, then... I need need you to sneak out to the Dalatrix and describe my condition to Thoric. Here's a list of my symptoms, and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. Okay. Oh, what an asshole. Did you get my medicine? So that's it? What am I to do if I can't sing? Ah, there you are, my sneak canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. Oh, generous sir, have mercy! I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said... So you've been suffering all this time? I'm sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trifling by casting you out into the street. Thank God, man! You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure. Then I shall have a word with Lord Vautry and arrange for your ascension. In the paradise where resides neither pain nor illness will your song ring out clearly once again. Or mayhap you think this is a step too far. No, you would do that for me? Of course. Why, I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. Ascension? Ah, you must be the new arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the Sin Eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them unto celestial paradise. It is through Lord Vautry that we learn this truth. It is through Lord Vautry's grace that the free people of Yolmor are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within the host, should the Patreons deem them worthy. Oh my. Lord Vautry is truly a great man, isn't he? Now if you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown my precious canary. Oh man. Whoa, he's painting already! 'Tis good to see you back. You were taking so long I began to worry something bad happened. I begun sketching an outline for the portrait, but... nay. The chase appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigations have gleaned thus far? Dang, that is a good painting. Huh. I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chattering away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done then? Uh-oh. What in the blazes? It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphinaud. What? He just did the painting as you requested. It looks nice. Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary. Yours being a joyous union. It seemed to me that a realistic portrayal... Realistic? I don't want realism. I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees. To make people cry out in amazement. Now fetch a blank canvas and... Oh my god. What happened? I say, did that come from above? Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose, set to ruin our fair city. But our lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. Oh no, a malcontent? How dreadful. And this man is to face sentencing? That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer mentioned is part of the emergent, the level above us where Lord Vautry resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The crown lift will take you up there. We had better not dawdle then. This does not look good. Fat cat. Oh, that music.
That's Vautry.
Vautry? That lion! Whoa.
He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
What? Also, I recognize that lion. I think it was from a dungeon, but I can't say for sure. Or I don't remember, I guess.
Mercy! Mercy!
By the 12.
No! Oh no!
Ysayeau, what happened to you?
Oh my god.
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vautry, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud.
Oh my god.
He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Europe is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society. To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony.
No!
And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that.
What a cold-hearted bastard.
What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Yulmore's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether.
Oh no.
So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide.
Oh god.
And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
Can I just kill this guy?
Tis true that Ysayeau won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out, I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmore?
dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
Yo, are you serious? Let me fight him.
People call this paradise.
Let me fight him, please. Let me fight him.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
An artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Yulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence.
Dude.
Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
I'm sorry, can you say that any louder?
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could. Can you walk?
I think so.
I'll get you.
Did that little worm just insult me?
Yeah, did you not realize? Get up. Yeah, get up.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all!
Come after me, come on.
Enslave their minds! Torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
It's Solace. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again. Though it is probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Yulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find new allies in Calusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew. Kaishir, I've done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risk inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to pay. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me. And now Lord Vortree wants us all dead. Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I'm certain we can find work for you there, if you are willing. No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking, learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Okay. Very well. But you must promise you'll be careful. The Yomorians may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Alright, bye! Alphinaud! Oh. Lord and Lady Chai. You would actually come walking outside here, what? What in blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking up for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphinaud. Now I've had many beautiful and striking pictures painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you had caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Vauchery and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings. I am sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest? Pray, press me no further. We are leaving, but I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind to procure for me. One moment. I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy. I insist. And I shall make the arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit. She's so nice! What the fuck? I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. Bye. It is good to be back amongst friends. In such company, I can finally turn my thoughts to the future. But ere we discuss all that we've learned in beginning our next step, I think it's best that you visit Alisae. Her familiarity with Orang will no doubt provide us invaluable sight. And besides, I know she is eager to see you as I was. Bring a smile to her face, Nemu. Okay, I will. It's so nice to be able to see Alphinaud again. Seeing all the corruption now unfolded when we were in when in Yomor. Like many people have said in that place, it's a paradise. But God, it's so corrupted. I think I'm starting to like Lady Chai. She really adores Alphinaud. Her husband, I'm not so sure. Yeah, that was it. Next part, we'll actually have to look for Alisae now in Orang. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!